Hey guys, welcome back to the HFX Games YouTube channel. I am Travis, and we got a doozy today. We are opening a box of Modern Horizons 3 collector packs. Set we've all been waiting for, finally here. We got Eldrazi, we got Energy, we got Fetch Lands, we got a new cycle of free spells. What more could you want? Alright, so now that I have finally opened the plastic, we can take a look at these sweet boosties. So we got 12 of these bad boys. Got some sweet Johnny art on the front. We also got a cycle of flip walkers, origin style. Okay. Now, I believe there is also serialized cards in this set. I know the 3 Eldrazi are serialized, so let's see if we can get one of those. That'd be sick. Are these going to be as tough to open as the last collector packs have been? Yes, they are. Okay, we're in. We have gotten through the armor that is the collector booster. Okay, now as per usual, I'm gonna skip through the commons and uncommons. Some of them are pretty cool, like this guy here. He's gonna make some waves in Pauper, I'm sure. But we're not gonna focus on those too much. Just gonna get to the good stuff. Alright. Everything sweet lays behind the basic land. Ooh, got a retro victimize. It's kind of sweet. We got a retro foil metastatic evangel. Ooh, look at that. Starting strong. We got a foil fetch land. Wooded Foothills, the red-green one. Love to see that. Good start, good start. We have, whoa, commander card here. Extended Art Polygoyf. It's a 3 cost, Trample and Myriad. Polygoyf's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in all graveyards, and its toughness is that +1. So it is just a juiced up Tarmogoyf. Okay, we got more fetches. Extended Art Polluted Delta. So we got new arts on all of these fetch lands. We got a retro style Kappa Cannoneer. Pretty sure this dude is going to be pretty strong in modern now. A lot of affinity. Whoa. What was I saying? A lot of affinity support. Anyways, we got this sweet borderless foil Solitude. Look at that. This is a special guest style. That art is awesome. Very good pack to start with. And then we got a sweet germ. Okay, strong pack. Let's see if we can beat that one. Okay, pack number 2. We got all of our commons. Let's get past these. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Foil Cephalid Coliseum. Another new to modern card. Old one from Odyssey, but yeah. A lot of graveyard stuff I think is going to happen with that card. And there's our basic Swamp. Full art foil. We have Retro Accursed Marauder. We got Consuming Corruption retro foil, new card. Maybe that one slides into the Cabal Coffers deck, possibly. We got a foil Spymaster's Vault, a new card. If a creature died, you can connive. Target creature you control connives X, where X is the number of creatures that died. That's it. Yes. Enters untapped if you have a swamp. Pretty cool. We got another commander card here. Spawnbed Protector. 7 cost. At the beginning of your end step, return up to 1 target Eldrazi creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Create 2 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion creatures. Nice. And it's a 6/8. We got Monumental Henge. This is the white cycle, like the Spymaster Vault. Enters untapped if you have a plains. 4 tap it. Look at the top 5. You may reveal a historic card, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in a random order. Pretty sweet. Whoa, we got a sweet borderless Wheel of Potential. This is kind of a new Wheel of Fortune style card. So you get 3 energy, then you may pay X energy. Each player may exile their hand and draw X cards if X is 7 or more. You may play cards you own exiled this way until the end of your turn. That's a sweet one. We got Extended Art Foil Argent Deus. It's an artifact, enters with 2 oil counters. You can, whenever 2 or more creatures attack, you get another oil counter on it. You can pay 2, tap it, remove 2 oil counters, exile another target non-land permanent. Its controller draws 2. And we get our token. Sweet. Not quite as good as that first pack, but it's gonna be hard to do better than that one, I think. All right, pack number 3. Arrived at our basic land, island. We got retro style munitions expert. Even has the original Modern Horizons symbol on it. We got Evolution Witness retro foil. Ooh. So it's kind of like Eternal Witness. It's got adapt. Whenever 1 or more counters are put on it, though, 1 or more 1/1 counters, then you return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Kind of sweet. Ooh, we got a foil Tameo. Inquisitive Student. This is a 1 blue for an 0/3 flyer. When it attacks, you investigate. And when you draw your 3rd card in a turn, you flip it. It turns into Tameo, Seasoned Scholar. The sweet Planeswalker. Does a million things. I'm not going to go over all of it. We'll be here all day. But very good card. I think that one might make some waves in Modern, potentially Legacy as well. March from Velis Vel. It's a commander card. Extended art. Ooh, we got a borderless profile. Harrogast Erupting Nullkite. It's a big Eldrazi dragon with a merge. When you cast this, exile your hand. If you do draw 3, flying, each creature spell you cast has a merge equal to its mana cost. That's a pretty cool one. And then we got a retro Fury. Sadly banned in Modern. Still a very awesome card. The retro frame looks awesome on these. And we got a retro foil Dress Down from MH2. Another sweet one. All right, pack number 4. Zip through these. Planes. We got a retro Unholy Heat. That's a nice one. We got this new kind of lightning bolt style card, retro foil. And to our rares, we got foil Shifting Woodland. This is the green cycle of the lands that enter untapped if you have a basic of its types. This one's forest. This one you can pay 4, and it turns into a copy of target permanent card in your graveyard till end of turn. Activate only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. So Delirium. Kind of sweet. We got Twins of Discord. Commander Eldrazi card. We got a borderless fetch land, Windswept Heath. That looks sweet. Whoa, we got a borderless Chthonian Nightmare. It's the new recurring Nightmare, kind of a fixed version. When it enters, you get 3 energy, pay X energy, sacrifice a creature, return this to your hand. Return target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield, only as a sorcery. Sweet. We got a sick full art foil Power Balance, kind of reminiscent of Counterbalance. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, if the 2 spells have the same mana value. So yeah, kind of like Counterbalance, but instead of countering things, you get to cast your spell for free. All right, we're on to pack number 5. Is there a land? Oops, almost skipped one. Retro Skoa Ember Mage. A common legendary goblin. Interesting. You got a retro foil Abiding Grace from MH2. Oh baby, we got a foil fetch land, Polluted Delta. We got a extended art Aether Refinery from the Commander set. Whoa, we got a very cool looking borderless jet medallion. Art is awesome on that. And we have a retro Wheel of Potential, the Wheel of Fortune type card. And we have a borderless foil Flooded Strand. Beautiful art on that. Awesome pack. All right, pack number 6. Okay. Oops. Optimize. We got a mountain. Have a more retro nesting grounds. Ooh. They made snow-covered wastes. This one is a full art foil one. Then we have a foil Orem's Chant. It's an older card that they put into modern. So much like Silence, creatures also don't get to attack if you kick it. Kind of sweet. Wonderscape Sage, extended art from the Commander set. Woohoo! Look at this. This has got to be the cutest card in the set. We got Philia Exuberant Shepherd, borderless. So whenever this attacks, exile up to one other target non-land permanent at the beginning of the next end step, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it entered under your control, put a 1/1 counter on Philia. So very similar to Flicker Wisp in that way. We got another borderless power balance. We got etched foil the Necrobloom. This one has landfall. Whenever a land enters under your control, create a 0/1 green plant. If you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token instead. Land cards in your graveyard have dredge too. So much like Field of the Dead, makes a lot of zombies. Right. And giving your lands dredge seems quite powerful. Maybe potentially the dredge deck wants to slot one of those in, like a late game threat, but maybe you just want to give your lands dredge. Who knows? All right, so we got all of our commons here. Ooh, this is another good one. This one might be worth talking a little bit about here. Vexing Bauble, which also makes some waves in Modern. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. So kind of like Void Mirror in that way. One tap, sack it, draw a card. But it's 1 mana and fetchable off of Urza's Saga is the big deal with that card. So we got our basic island. We have a retro Jolted Awake. We get a retro foil Tireless Provisioner from MH2. And our first rare here is Invert Polarity foil. So 2 blue and a red. It's a counter spell, but then you flip a coin. And if you win the flip, you gain control of the spell and choose new targets for it instead. If you lose the flip, counter that spell. So yeah. At worst, it's a counter spell. At best, you steal their spell. Pretty nice. Get Eldrazi Confluence from the Commander set. Ripples of Undeath, borderless. The beginning of your pre-combat main phase, mill 3, then you may pay 1 and 3 life. If you do, put a card from among those cards into your hand. Just a good card value engine. We got Psychic Frog, retro. I like how they do these retro gold cards where they do the old style. Looks awesome. So whenever it deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, draw a card, discard a card to give it a 1/1 counter, exile 3 cards from your graveyard to give it flying. Kind of a free outlet for something like Hollow One, possibly? Good card for that. You got a borderless foil Aether Revolt. So it's got Revolt as long as a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Whenever you get 1 or more energy, Deals that much damage to any target. A lot of text on that one. And another card named after a set. So have fun looking that one up. All right, we got our commons. Oh, we got a basic land. Swamp. Got a retro galvanic discharge. Pretty sweet. We got a retro foil monstrous vortex. And then we have Kudo, King Among Bears. Other creatures have base power and toughness 2/2 and are bears. Bear makes everything bear. Bear. Then we got Disa the Restless. Whoa. Borderless profile. This one is the Lurgoyf commander. Pretty sweet. We got Kudo again, but this time borderless profile. Did I mention bear? Party Thrasher. Retro. Lizard Wizard. That's a good creature type. Non-creature spells you cast from exile have Convoke. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 of your library. Choose one. You may play it this turn. Sweet. Whoa. Wowie, wowie. Then we got this fancy... Whoa, this foiling is crazy. We got this Ral Monsoon Mage. So this is one of the flip planeswalkers. Instant and sorceries you cast cost 1 less. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell during your turn, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, it deals 1 damage to you. If you win the flip, you may exile it. If you do flip it, exile it, play it transformed. Oh, this is a textured foil. I knew there was something up with this foiling. It wasn't until I went to flip it that I noticed it was a textured foil. Yeah, okay, that is awesome. And then he has a million billion abilities. Wow, that is a sweet one. Okay, this was a nice pack. Very awesome, Ral. Ooh, yeah, that is super cool. I think it might just be textured on the back. Wild. Okay, nice pack. What are we on? We're on pack 8? 9? Pack 9. Okay. We got our commons, uncommons, land. We got our retro cards. We got a retro consuming corruption. A retro foil Sling Gang Lieutenant from MH3 Goblin Staple. Ooh, we got a foil Sevens Reclamation reprint, new to modern. Got localized destruction extended art from the commander set. We got a borderless disruptor flute, which is kind of like the new Pithing Needle style effect. Flash, 2 mana artifact. As it enters, choose a card name. Spells with the name cost 3 more to cast. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name cannot be activated unless they're mana abilities. We got another reprint here, Recruiter of the Guard. We had the kind of the red one. What was it? Imperial Recruiter? No. Yes, I think. We have the other version. Now we have this version. Oh, and we got a borderless foil Monumental Forge. Looks very awesome. And our token. All right, pack 10. Oops. There we go. Right side. Basic as our planes, we got a retro Lion Umbra. I'm surprised they didn't call this a coronet. I mean, I know it isn't Umbra armor, but the text on it makes me think of coronet. We got Tune the Narrative, new energy cantrip, retro foil. Pretty sweet. We got another fetch land. Foil Wooded Foothills. Red-green fetch. Super nice. We got Siege Gang Lieutenant. Commander card. Extended art. Ooh, we got a beautiful borderless emerald medallion. Whoa, that looks awesome. We got a Strix Serenade borderless. Kind of, sort of like Swan Song, but hits the other types. So we got counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker, and they make a 2/2 flying bluebird. Ooh, that is a nice one. We got Retro Foil Flare of Denial. It's the new Force of Will, Force of Negation-esque card. You may sacrifice a non-token blue creature rather than paying this mana cost. Counter a spell. Unlike Force of Negation, just hits anything. Super awesome card. Looks great in the retro style. Pack 11. This one does not want to come out. There we go. Okay. We got an island. Ooh, snow-covered wastes. It's one of our uncommons. We got a retro foil unholy heat. Looks great. We got foil ashling flame dancer. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. And it's got magecraft. Magecraft, I think it's whenever if you have two or more spells in your graveyard. Or is this just? Oh no, this is the whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery. That's magecraft. I'm thinking of spell mastery. You discard a card, then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, Ashling Flame Dancer deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature, and each creature they control. If it's the third time, add 4 red. A lot of stuff this card does. We get a borderless Broodmate Tyrant from the Commander set. We get a borderless White of the Reliquary. So much like Knight of the Reliquary, this one, it gets lands. So it's a 2/2 with Vigilance for 2. Gets 1/1 for each creature card in your graveyard instead of lands. Sacrifice another creature, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. We got a retro style Kudo, Bear, and an etched foil Brea Ethereum Sculptor. I believe this one is another reprint from one of the Commander sets. And a Servo. And we are on to our 12th and final booster pack. And hopefully the best one? Let's see. Wampus. Idol of False Gods. Mountain. We got Retro Monsters Vortex. Ooh, Retro Foil Meltdown. Another reprint from an older set. I think it's from Stronghold, maybe? Destroy each artifact with mana value X or less. That'll see some play in Modern. And we got a foil fetch land, Windswept Heath. Love to see those. We got Omo, Queen of Vesuva, extended art from the Commander set. Ooh, Borderless Nadu, Winged Wisdom. This card is kind of what everybody's talking about from the new set for Modern. So it's 3 mana, green blue, flying 3/4. Creatures you control have whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it onto the battlefield, untapped, which is very strong. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability triggers only twice each turn. So this grants creatures that ability. This card, if you don't know, combos with Shuko, a very cheap equipment. I think it might cost 1 or 2, but its equip is 0. So you can just freely equip this, and equips target. So this triggers this and whatever other creatures you want to equip it to for free. Very powerful. Then we got this beautiful borderless Windswept Heath. That looks awesome. And a borderless foil Jet Medallion. Awesome. And Eldrazi Spawn. So, no serialized cards, but still some pretty insane packs. Let me know in the comments what card you are most hyped for from the new set. And these will all be available on our website as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.